Hello students, today we will discuss the polymorphism. Polymorphism. Polymorphism in many forms and it occurs when we have many ways to implement any functionality. Inheritance. Inheritance, let us inherit attributes and function from another class. Polymorphism uses those inherited functions to perform different tasks. It is allowed to perform single action in different ways. Real life example of polymorphism. A lady behaves like professional in office, mother or daughter in home, and customer in a market. Here, a single person is behaving differently according to the situations. Two types of polymorphism. In this example, two types of polymorphism. First is static or compile time polymorphism. Second is dynamic or runtime polymorphism. In static or compile time polymorphism, the memory is allocated at compile time. In static or compile time, memory allocation is there. While in dynamic or runtime polymorphism, the memory is allocated at runtime. In dynamic or runtime, memory allocation is there. Again, static or compile time polymorphism has two types. First is method overloading and the second is operator overloading. While dynamic or runtime polymorphism has the type that is known as the virtual or overriding methods. Compile time polymorphism. We discuss the example of compile time polymorphism. In this example, we have two functions with the same name but different number of arguments. Based on how many parameters we pass during function, the call determines which function is to be called. This is why this is why it is considered as an example of polymorphism because in different conditions the output is different since the call is determined during compile time. That's why this is known as the compile time polymorphism. See in this example, hash include IOStream using namespace std. Class add in public section it has the method int sum, two parameters, two arguments in num1 comma in num2 and return the num1 plus num2. Second method is also there in the class. The name is same int sum but having three arguments in num1 comma int num2 comma int num3. It returns num1 plus num2 plus num3. Now driver program that is int main driver function int main we have declared the object of the class add obj. Okay, now it's cout output obj dot sum 10 comma 20. This will call the first function. Again cout is there, cout output obj dot sum, passing the three parameters are parameters 11 comma 22 comma 33 function. So complete return 0. Now we'll discuss the runtime polymorphism. Function overriding is the example of runtime polymorphism. Function overriding. We'll discuss what is function overriding. In an in an inheritance scenario, when child class declares a method which is already present in the parent class, then this is called function overriding. Here, child class function overrides the parent class function. See the example. Hash include IOStream using namespace std. Then class A in public section. White display method is here. Cout superclass function and L. Function complete. Class complete. Class B inherit the class A publicly. In public section, it has the method void disk, which saves subclass function method complete class complete. Now main function int main have declared here the object of the a obj semi-comma obj dot display. The parent will call the parent class function display. Then again I have declared here the object of the class B. I have created the object of this object 2 object 2 call the display, which calls the method of the class B. That means subclass function. Then 0 main method complete. In this way, I have achieved here the function overriding. Function overriding is used to achieve the runtime polymorphism. If the call to appropriate function is determined at runtime to decide which definition of functions to be called, then that is called runtime polymorphism. Now we'll discuss the differences between the compile time and runtime polymorphism. At left hand side, compile time polymorphism is there, and at right hand side, runtime polymorphism is there. Okay. First point of the compile time polymorphism, the function is invoked is known as the function invoke is known as the compile time. The first point of the runtime polymorphism, the function is to be invoked known at the runtime. Second point in compile time polymorphism, it is known as overloading, early binding, and static binding. The second point of the runtime polymorphism, it is known as overriding, dynamic binding, and late binding. Now, third point of compile time polymorphism, overloading is compile time polymorphism where more than one method having the same name but with the different numbers of parameters or the type of parameter. Third point of runtime polymorphism, overriding is the runtime polymorphism where more than one method is having the same name, number of parameters, and the type of parameters. Now, the fourth point of compile time polymorphism is achieved by function overloading and operator overloading. Fourth point of runtime polymorphism, it is achieved by virtual functions and pointers. Now, fifth point of the compile time polymorphism, it provides fast execution as it is known as compile time. Fifth point of runtime polymorphism is the it provides slow execution as it is known as runtime. Sixth point and last point of compile time polymorphism, it is less flexible as mainly all things execute at the compile time. Now, sixth or last point of the runtime polymorphism, it is more flexible as all things execute at the runtime. Now, see the example of runtime polymorphism, C++ runtime polymorphism example. Let's see the example of runtime polymorphism in C++. An example without virtual keyword, hash include iostream using namespace std semi-comma class animal in public section having the method while eat which see out eating method complete class complete. Now the class dog inherit the class animal publicly which has the while it method in public section which see out eating bread. Method complete. Class dog complete. Now main function int main void. I have declared here the instance of dog d equal to dog d equal to dog. I created the instance. I have created here the object of the dog d dot eat return 0. The output will be eating bread. Because of this, the variable d point to the object of dog. That's why it will call the eat method of the dog, not animal. That's why output will be the eating bread. Let's see the C++ runtime polymorphism example by using two derived class. Let's see another example of runtime polymorphism in C++, where we are having two derived classes. An example with virtual keyword, hash include iostream using namespace std, class shape, public, virtual void draw, virtual function is here, cout drawing, virtual function complete, class shape complete. Now class rectangle inherit the class shape publicly, inheriting shape class, class rectangle inheriting shape class, having the draw method in public section which show drawing rectangle, method complete, class rectangle complete. Now class circle inheriting shape class publicly, class circle column public shape. In public section it has draw method, void draw, show drawing circle. Now main function int main void shape pointer as base class pointer. Shape is base class, so pointer as is base class pointer. Shape as here, this is the base class object. Sh is the base class object. Now rectangle rect is object of rect is object of the rectangle. Then circle cir, yes, cir is the object of circle. Now yes equal to ampersand yes, yes equal to address of sh. Base class pointer points to the address of sh, which is the base class object. Yes points to base class object. Now yes arrow draw, which refers the draw draw method of the, which access the draw method of the shape. Now yes equal to address of rec. Yes points to the address of the rectangle object, and then after that yes arrow draw semicolon. This time it will refer to the draw method of the rectangle. Now see runtime polymorphism with data member. Runtime polymorphism can be achieved by